I have struggled with overeating my entire life. Uh, Decades of therapy only got me so far. So I felt like I needed a more powerful tool so I could disentangle my food and eating from my emotions. And so that was what I was hoping for, was detaching those two and helping with my overeating. I'm a natural skeptic. So I come from a really strong background using the scientific method. So data and science speak to me a lot more than like promises or snazzy marketing techniques. So EFT did sound almost too good to be true. I was very like concerned that I was like, I don't know about that. Like there's so many promises out there that people make to try to get your business. And so I had to do my own investigation. I looked into it. I did some research. So when I had my first session with Annie, the discovery session, I mentioned my skepticism, and I was struck overall by how calm and direct and reassuring Annie was. But then she even sent me some clinical studies and data, and I had scientific proof that it wasn't just like some like fun marketing claim. And I was really hopeful that it might actually help. After my first session, I felt really happy and I was really, really hopeful. I was so excited that I might actually have a way to heal some really, really deep, long held trauma and issues that had been with me my entire life. And so um, I think, even though I know I ugly cried at some point in the session, the way that Annie guided me through EFT and through the method, it was so healing and restorative that by the end of the session, I felt totally different. Like I didn't feel any of those really hard emotions that were coming up. I felt hopeful, peaceful, calm, and really ready to tackle my healing and to really get dive deep and get better. I have a new coping method in my toolbox that I can use anytime. And that has been so useful for me on a daily basis with issues completely unrelated to the reason why I first sought to learn about EFT and started sessions with Annie. I have been able to tackle head on my overeating and my issues surrounding it. I've done amazing healing in that journey and working towards having the relationship with food that I want to have, not that I have had. And it just feels like this amazing little miracle of a helper that I can have with me at any time and start to use. And I've used it when I was in a car accident and I was sitting on the sidewalk and tapping to calm myself down. I was able to bring out EFT, and I have used it in almost daily every day since starting these sessions. He is so easy to talk to. Um, she is really incredibly compassionate and kind, and it never felt like I was speaking with the person on the other end of the room who was analyzing you or anything. It never felt like anything except being seen and held by someone who truly cares for you. It felt like just having this amazing, deep listener who never judges you and who holds you and validates you and um, helps just make you feel seen and greets you with kindness and compassion at all times. Have I recommended Annie to everyone? Yes, I've recommended Annie to every single person I know. I have recommended her to my friends, to my family. I recommended her on social media, and I think I'd recommend her to a stranger in a store if I had the opportunity. I really wish that everyone in the world could have a little time with Annie and some sessions, because I think the world would be such a better, calmer, nicer place if everyone had such an ally in their corner. And I really, I think my friends might be tired of hearing about Annie, because I am not the type of person to lightly recommend something that I don't think would be actually beneficial and helpful. But I have recommended Annie to several people, and they have gone on, they have spoken to Annie and have thanked me profusely for doing so, because they also have received just amazing benefits and recovery and healing from speaking with Annie.